Welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha, homeschool mom and business owner. And today I'm going to be talking about how I schedule our weeks. I do not schedule our year ahead of time like that. I like to schedule week by week or bi-weekly, on a bi-weekly basis, just because our weeks can vary a lot. Okay, it really depends on what's going on that month, what we have going on around us or with my business. So I like to stick to week by week or bi-weekly. So I'm going to show you guys what I do. So here's my binder. I don't use a homeschool planner. I did get one last year, and I really just felt like it was really overwhelming for me. There was just a lot of pages that I didn't use. I liked the simple day-to-day that I can kind of write down what we're doing throughout that day. But there was just so many extra pages in there that I was not using, that this year I did not buy a new homeschool planner. I decided to just write it down on a regular paper and put it in my binder. So I kind of do it I pretty much go by the lesson. So let me walk you through what I have here. So this is for like September 16th through the 20th, the week of. Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays are bookwork lessons. So this is our schedule for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Typically, we will start with morning menu, which for some reason I did put it down here, but we start with morning menu, which is about 15 to 20 minutes. Plus I might add something to the morning menu. So for this week, I had put one practice page in their number writing book. So that was practicing writing the numbers in word form. So they would do one page from that book right after they finished working on the morning menu in their binder. Then we usually get into math. I like to add in number blocks in the morning. This is typically when they're having breakfast. So when they're having breakfast, I will put on some educational videos from YouTube Kids. So I will do number blocks. My kids love number blocks. I don't know if you can hear my son in the background because he's in the room. He's just kind of playing with his brother. So that's why you keep hearing him in the background. So my kids love number blocks, and it has actually helped them understand number bonds just from watching number blocks. In fact, my 6-year-old knows times tables just from watching number blocks. I don't really structure that unless I need it to be specific. So for this week, I have been focusing on addition and subtraction. So I will type in something like number blocks, addition, and subtraction, and get like a 15 to 20 minute video on that. And then I just have 2A lesson for Samir, KA lesson for Isaiah, which he has actually just finished this. He finished this during that week. So now we have started the 1A lesson book. Then we have language arts, which we are working on the language arts together. So we'll work on one lesson from the good and the beautiful, and then I may throw in there some sort of game for us to practice phonics. So we've been practicing letter blends. So I have a couple of different games that we can play to practice that stuff. I will either let them pick one or I will pick one. And then that's like 15 to 20 minutes that we'll do that. So what I've done is each day we've picked a different letter blend game to practice. We already talked about morning menu. Then they will do 10 to 12 minutes or 10 to 15 minutes of handwriting practice. We'll of course have lunch somewhere in here. And then I was doing the Homeschool Plus online. I was doing that up until last week. For some reason this week this has actually been giving me some issues, but usually we will do about an hour of the Homeschool Plus where they will work on science, geography, and Spanish. And then quiet time reading is usually done in the night for about 10 minutes. So that is our Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday schedule. Thursdays, I like to have them we don't do bookwork. On Thursdays or Fridays, we don't do bookwork because we just have a lot of other things going on. I like to leave those open. With that being said, I will have them go on their online work and work on the My Reading Academy and math on Homeschool Plus. And then Friday is the same thing. I will have them do the online for about 30 minutes to 40 minutes. Fridays, I will also sometimes schedule play dates with our local co-op or other homeschool moms that I have met along the way. And sometimes we'll just schedule a park day or something so we can get together. And that's kind of what I like to leave these days open for. Then here's another one I wrote up at the same time that I did my September 16th through the 20th. So this time I had done a 2-week plan. I did a 2-week schedule. So again, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, we do our morning menu, 15 to 20 minutes. Then we have our math, which this week I have been throwing in there the addition subtraction games. So Monday we did we played Sum Swamp, and we actually only played Sum Swamp on Monday. We had all kind of gotten up late and slept in, so we played Sum Swamp for about 25 minutes, and that was our math practice for that day. Give me 1 second, hold on. So then Monday we did our Sum Swamp game, and then we have like the lesson here. Typically I do always do the lesson, but every once in a while, depending on what's going on, maybe we'll just do a math game, and that's okay because they still get their math practice in. We're just not doing it on paper, and my kids love that. So it really works for our family to be able to we can do the lesson, or sometimes we are practicing number bonds or basic addition, subtraction. And then we will get into language arts, which I have here, blend and word building games. So I have been throwing these in here. Monday, same thing. I did not work out of the lesson just because we were just kind of thrown off schedule. So we played a blends and word building game, and that was the only thing we did for Monday this week. Today we did work on our lesson, and we did not do a letter blend game just because we did it yesterday. But tomorrow we might throw in a letter blend game, but this kind of keeps me on track with what I want to do, and then I will work with what we got for that day. We did our handwriting for 10 to 12 minutes, and then quiet time reading in the night for 10 to 15 minutes. Then we have our Thursday, Friday schedule. So I have the Reading Academy and math. We also have a therapy appointment on Thursday, which actually we have another appointment on Thursday. So my kids may not get to the online work at all, just because I ended up getting doubled up on appointments. Like I said, I like to leave Thursdays and Fridays open for things like that. Then we have Friday. So Friday, I planned a trip for us to go to the Wekiva Springs. So we are going to talk about what is a spring, learn a little bit about that. And then we're going to head out to Wekiva Springs for a couple hours, and that's going to be our fun little field trip for Friday. Yeah, and that's how I plan out my week. So I just kind of reference this and see what I have on the schedule, and based off of this is how I plan. I don't like to plan any more than this because things change all the time. This has been working out for me just fine without having to pre-plan many weeks ahead. If I want to pre-plan a field trip, I will put it in my regular phone's monthly calendar, and then I do have a regular monthly calendar, a printed monthly calendar where I have everything, like any work appointments, any home appointments, because I do like to write everything down on paper, even if I do have it in my Google Calendar. So if I do plan ahead a field trip, I will have it in both of those other calendars, and then when I get closer to those weeks, because I pre-plan my week at least a week ahead of time or 2 weeks ahead of time, I will make sure to throw that on right here in my binder. And that's it. That's pretty much, I don't It's not necessary to have the planner. It is nice, and if you're somebody who likes to pre-plan ahead of time everything and you like to have a separate space for everything, then a homeschool planner will work well for you. Just for me, I spent, probably $20 on a planner, and I only use a fraction of the book, very small fraction of the book. So for me, it was just not worth buying another one right now. So this is pretty much how I am planning out my weeks. It just makes it easy. So if you like this video, just put a heart in the comments below. It does help support the channel. Or if you have any questions, also let me know in the comments below.